All right, I'm going to talk about the most uninteresting gear subject in the world, and that's picks. Don't tune out yet because it's actually super important to your sound, and I swear it's really overlooked. I don't know why people don't talk about this more. I heard Nolly talk about it once, but when you're using a slightly thinner pick, I'm talking about a 0.6 or a 0.7, these are my favorites, and you've got a little bit of give to it there. When you're strumming fast, and this isn't, I'm not talking about trem picking on individual notes and metal and that kind of thing. I'm talking about when you're doing like punk or hardcore or metal chords. The way this works is, as you come through, it catches on the first string and then flicks through and fans on the next second or third string, usually 2 or 3 strings for a heavy music chord, right? So it loads up on that first one, then flicks through and hits all 3. Same with on the way back. Loads up on that first one, flicks up on the way back. And basically what that does is makes the chord chime almost instantaneously. I'll show you in slow motion in a second. It's really interesting. It flicks through. The chord sounds as the chord is supposed to sound with those notes all at once. This isn't like an arpeggio where it's da-da-da. With a thick pick, that's exactly what's happening, and I'll show you that too. It doesn't load the first string, it just goes over it, goes doop, then into the next string, then in the next string. Same with on the way back. And what that makes is a sloppier tone, honestly, because that chord is sounding in 3 or 2 just slightly after each other arpeggios, essentially. You do that with a couple like dual tracked or quad track guitars going a whole bunch of times in a song, you're gonna get a whole lot of slop in there. And you'll find the tone is just straight up better when you learn how to use a slightly thinner flick through pick like this. It's actually important. I wish people would talk about it more, but they don't. And same with bass. It sounds awesome on a bass. I don't know why. Even if you're not playing chords, just flicking through the bass as opposed to going gong on the bass string, just having it go through. Now watch these examples. It's really interesting to see how this one flicks through. You can actually hear it. I've got the sound on. I didn't realize I did. But it's like a brum, whereas this one here goes ba-da-da-dum. Not only that, because it's mangling the strings, they're going all over the place. When the chord itself sounds, like when all 3 or 2 are gone through, you're gonna have like an out of tune sound if one string's up here and one's over here when it's supposed to sound like the same chord. It's really, really interesting to not only just see and to listen to. And these are all strummed at the same time, so I'm not cheating the time. There you go, picks. Not a super fun subject, but super important. I make people use these. I don't know, just works better. I swear it does.